Hi guys, welcome to the recorded version of the webinar that was performed last week by myself, Max Humpston. I will be your host. And this is so you guys can have the information stored on your computer and you can see it whenever you need with regards to further information on our Oxford Summer Programme. So we're having a look today at just a general programme overview and further details on the program itself, so you guys can get a good understanding of the program, what's included, and more. So here's the agenda. So we're going to be looking at the Oxford Summer Course General Introduction, subjects including our EFL program, example timetables, the tutors that will be looking after you during your time here in class, cultural and social activities that you'll be able to get involved in, that's embedded part of the program, accommodation that you'll be staying in, student welfare, frequently asked questions, and then our other programs, including London, which we're very excited about, which we've just launched, and welcoming our first cohort of students this summer. And the next will be next steps and how you can book your place on the program. So just having a look now here at an introduction to us at Oxford Summer Courses. We were established in 2010 by Oxford University alumni, Harry and Rob. You can see the two pictures there. We deliver academic and English language courses for students right from the ages of 10 right up to the ages of 24. And we'll be welcoming around 2,000 students this summer on the program, which we're very excited about. We're having a combination of academics from Oxford and Cambridge University as your tutors, so you will be getting world-class tuition. And this webinar is designed to give you a good understanding of what life is like in Oxford and Cambridge and what you can expect when you arrive on our program. And in fact, the background photo you can see there is in fact one of the colleges that you'll be staying in Cambridge. So yeah, really, really nice accommodation as well. So as you can see here, we have the subjects that you can choose on our program. We have everything from the technical sciences such as biology, physics, arts and humanities, English literature, law here, theatre and cultural studies, and we're really excited about our new batch of classes that we have at the bottom here: neuroscience, emerging technologies, media studies, biotechnology, genetics, and innovation. So they're really exciting new courses that will be run in Cambridge. So yeah, it'd be great if you guys can check them out and have a look to see if they might be of interest. So yeah, just looking at what you'll receive at the end of the program and during it as well. You'll get a certificate of completion from us at Oxford Summer Courses. So that'll be your name, the subject you studied, the date of which you studied it, and so yeah, just to prove that you've attended an intensive program at a world-class institution such as Oxford or Cambridge. There'll be a letter of recommendation from your tutor, which will be really good for university applications if you're looking to apply for university soon, or even job applications after that, and it really set you apart from your peers. You'll receive an authentic Oxford and Cambridge experience while you're here, so you'll get to stay in the halls, you'll be tutored by people currently at the university, and you'll be able to just absorb the life and see what it's like to study at these places. World-class teaching, obviously, like I've said, with the tutors that you'll be assigned, and there'll be around 6 to 8 students per class, including the one-on-one tutorials that you'll get once a week as well. So moving on, this is our English language course. We've got a number of courses here designed to help people that are looking to improve their English, whether it's IELTS classes here, which is good for people that are wanting to apply for universities in the UK that need this certification, to also get jobs as well in the UK. It's a very, very useful and essential certificate for that. So this one here, skills and techniques. It's the introduction to IELTS, everything you need to know about the academic IELTS exam. You get to practice exam style reading, writing, listening, and speaking exercises. And there'll be a real focus on academic writing, what topics you can expect, and how to structure your essay, and more. You'll also be able to take timed mock exams as well. And then the topics and vocabulary one here for 16 to 24-year-olds is an integrated skills class providing introduction to all the possible topics for the IELTS academic exam. Again, it sort of helps you, sets you up for that IELTS exam, and we can even book that exam in for you at the end. The key skills, general English here for 10 plus, is a general English class to improve the four main skills in English, as you can see here: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And the project-based learning activities from 10 to 15-year-olds is a great class where you can join with other students of all nationalities to work together on your choice of project that you present at the end, whether it's a newspaper, presentation, or even a YouTube video. So that's, it's fantastic learning in this environment because you'll be surrounded by native English speakers, and you'll be able to really get a lot out of your program here if you choose to study English. So moving on now to the timetable, like an example timetable. So as you can see here, the classes are split up, and the timetable is split up for 16 to 17 and 18 to 24. Oops. 18 to 24-year-olds, and yeah, so as you can see, it's a very structured day that you have. It's fantastic. It's really fun packed. You've got seminars in the morning on the Monday and Tuesday. You have lunch in the middle, and then Wednesday is for tutorial preparation. Thursday you'll have a day trip to Windsor Castle, and then the Friday is when the tutorial will happen, which you can organise and set up a time with your tutor. Saturday you'll be going to Blenheim Palace, which is a wonderful old palace near Oxford, Royal Palace. And then the next week, again, similar structure with different tours, ending on the Thursday, where you'll be going to London, South Kensington Museums, the Natural History Museum, the Science Museum, Victoria and Albert Museum of Art and Design. So a lot of fun stuff going on, also very educational as well, and I'm sure you'll really enjoy it. Including and then ending with a picnic in Hyde Park, which is one of the most famous parks in London. So as you can see in the evening, there are lots of restaurants that you'll be going to each night, from Italian food to Thai food to all sorts, French food. Yeah, so just to highlight the Brasserie Blanc, which is owned by a really top chef, Raymond Blanc. So yeah, I'm sure you'll really enjoy that restaurant as well. So we're essentially taking the most interesting elements of the subjects and compressing them into a 2-week period, so you guys can get the most out of it. Moving on to the timetable for the 13 and 15-year-olds. So as you can see here, it's slightly different to the older group. So we have lessons more or less based in the morning, and then in the afternoon after lunch, we have a mixture of activities and sports, some free time here, some drama performance, a Bodleian Library tour, one of the most famous libraries in the world, the Bodleian Library. You'll be able to tour in Christchurch, which is where some of Harry Potter was filmed. Beautiful old buildings. And in the evening, you'll be having dinner as well, including a formal dinner at St Benet's Hall, which is a lot of fun. Everyone dresses up and has a great time. And then in the evening after the dinner, there'll be a variety of things to do, social activities, punting, which is a very famous Oxford pastime, Oxford and Cambridge pastime, which is, you'll actually see a picture of that a bit later on in the slideshow. You'll have TED-style talks from really interesting speakers that will be coming to your program to speak. There'll be quizzes, you'll have cinema nights, debating competitions. So debating is really a fantastic experience for students to do as well, and always incredibly enjoyable, and everyone really gets involved and actually learns quite a bit as well. And then on Saturday here, there'll be departure. So this is the 2-week slot for the 13 and 15-year-olds. So now moving on to just an example of the kind of tutors you'll be having while you're on the program here. It's an example here. So Luke has been with us for around 3 years now. He's a final year DPhil candidate in philosophy at Merton College, one of the colleges here at Oxford. And he covers a range of topics, including philosophy, politics, and economics. So he applies a range of theories in ethics and political philosophy to real-world cases. So some interesting ideas that eating insects instead of meat is a great substitution. Personally, not a massive favourite of mine, but I'm sure in the future it could be made into something quite delicious. And he aims to improve your analytical skills and engages in constructive conversations. So yeah, really gets you thinking. So he's a great tutor that we have. Another one here is a guy called Sam Sussman. Sam is actually a BAFTA award-winning screenwriter. He's completed his MPhil at Oxford. He's been with us for 2 years. And he, BAFTA is actually, it's like the English version of the Oscars. So yeah, he's more than qualified to be teaching you guys, and he's a lot of fun. And he'll teach you, how to think about writing in new and imaginative ways. He'll study techniques used by successful writers to tell powerful stories, and he generally aims to help you develop your writing ability and style overall. So he's a great asset to us, and he focuses mainly on journalism and screenwriting, but we'll be teaching you on other subjects too. So moving on to the cultural activities we have here. These are some of the day trips that will be going on, as you've seen in your timetable. Tours of Oxford's Pitt Rivers and Ashmolean Museum. Pitt Rivers is fantastic. It's collected artifacts from all over the world and has put it into this museum in Oxford. So it's just a whole variety of artifacts and curiosities that you'll be able to see there. Potentially you'll be able to visit the Harry Potter studios, the London Science Museum. Like you saw before, there will be a day out to London, so you'll get to see the sites there and also have some free time for you to explore yourself. You get to visit Westminster, Houses of Parliament, Trafalgar Square, and even Bletchley Park, which is relevant to all you mathematicians out there. Alan Turing was based there, and this is based on the Benedict Cumberbatch film, The Imitation Game. So Benedict Cumberbatch played Alan Turing, who essentially helped break the code there. So very, very interesting. You'll get to visit Stratford upon Avon as well, when you get to visit surrounding cities here, including Bath, Blenheim Palace, and other places as well. Stratford on Avon is actually where Shakespeare was born and brought up, and that will include a picnic alongside the River Avon. So really, really nice afternoon there. The evening activities, there'll be an open-air Shakespeare play in the college gardens, classical concerts, fantastic ghost tour of Oxford that all the students absolutely love. And, so that's a very popular activity that students get involved in. So looking at the social activities here, so as mentioned before, there's the punting on the River Thames, tour of Christchurch and famous colleges. You go do the debates, and then all these fun activities in the evening, such as karaoke, quiz nights, game shows, comedy nights, all that kind of thing. And then you'll be able to see University Botanic Gardens as well, which have incredible source of flora and fauna from all over the world, and it's really, really beautiful actually. And you also have free time, and you'll have time to hang out with your new friends and watch films and have lunches and just generally absorb the environment. And here in the background, as you can see, actually is punting. So it's a lot of work for the people driving it, but it's also a lot of fun. And then the graduation here on the final Friday, there'll be a party afterwards for everyone to mix in and just sort of celebrate their time on the program. You'll be able to dress up and meet people from all over the world. The meals, as previously discussed, there'll be a meal with your group every evening. As you've seen before, British, American, Indian, Thai, Spanish, Italian, Lebanese cuisine. So a real variety there. And again, this is all included in the price. And then the formal hall, the 3-course banquet, Friday nights, whole course group formal dinner, traditional college dining halls. So yeah, so as you can imagine, it's right from the films, you have these beautiful panelled rooms, and everyone's dressed up, and it's just a fantastic setting with great food as well. It's kind of like a Harry Potter style 3-course banquet is. So moving on to the accommodation in Oxford and Cambridge. Our courses are held in 10 Oxford and 3 Cambridge colleges. As you can see here, these are the ensuite options that we have: Christchurch College, Lady Margaret Hall, Worcester College. And then these are the shared bathroom facilities that we have: Somerville College, St Benet's Hall, St Edmund Hall College, Brasenose, Queen's, Wolfson, St John's. And then at Cambridge, we have Hughes Hall, Sydney Sussex, Fitzwilliam College. And actually, you can see in the background here, these are some examples of the rooms that you could be staying in. This is Brasenose here in Oxford. This is Christchurch, a single ensuite facility, which is very, very nice indeed. This is Sydney Sussex in Cambridge, and this is Lady Margaret Hall in Oxford. So really nice, really clean, and yeah, very comfortable for students. And as it states here, actually, yeah, so the students will also be assigned based on age and gender. So to keep everyone safe and happy, we have some fantastic staff that are invaluable to us. That's the most important people on the programme: student helpers, residential deans, and course directors. So as the student helpers, this includes some current Oxford and Cambridge University students. So this is actually a really great way to find out more information on what it's like to study at these universities. So you can ask them questions. They're all DBS checked, so they're very well secure and highly trained to keep you absolutely secure and happy at all times. The residential deans here are experienced Oxford summer course staff who've been with us for a number of years. And the course directors are a mixture of Oxford school teachers, tutors, and people with experience looking after young students. So I'm sure you'll get on with all of the people that are working on our programme here to keep you safe and happy, which is, this is a very important aspect to our business. And yeah, the main thing is we want you to feel happy and enjoy the 2 or 4 week programme that you're on. So moving on to some frequently asked questions that we get asked a lot. What certificate do I gain by completing Oxford summer courses? So you'll receive a certificate of completion from us, as mentioned in one of the first slides. So yeah, that will be very useful for university applications and look great on the CV, really set you apart from your peers. What's included in the price of the course? So what's included is everything from accommodation, the meals, and the tours of the various places that you'll be going to, tours and transport costs. So there's really nothing you need to actually bring, apart from maybe some money for the odd lunch, a sandwich at lunch, and maybe some souvenirs, that kind of thing. But you really don't need to bring too much extra money. Can you book my flights and airport transfers? So we don't cover the cost of flights, so you will have to book your flights, but once you're in Heathrow, we will have an option where our coach staff will pick you up from arrivals and take you to your accommodation. This will be an extra cost of £100 per journey, so going there will be £100 and coming back to drop you off at Heathrow will also be £100. There's a variety of options to get to Oxford or Cambridge from the main airports in London as well, if you want to travel separately. Does Oxford summer courses offer scholarships or bursaries? So the short answer is no. We do not offer scholarships or bursaries. So you can either look in your home country to see what they offer there and if there's any potential to get a scholarship. But yeah, so that's the situation there. Do you arrange visas and insurance? We do not arrange the visas directly or the insurance, so all our staff is covered, insurance-wise, medical insurance, etc. But you will have to arrange your own medical insurance in your home country, and you'll have to arrange your own short-term study visa, which is what we recommend you apply for in your home country as well. Once you have applied and been accepted, we will provide you with a supporting letter for that visa sponsorship. So yeah, that shouldn't be a problem there. Again, 98% of all our students successfully came on the program last year. Do you arrange, how much spare time will I have? So there will be a bit of spare time. As you can see, it is a jam-packed program that we have for you, but there will be aspects of free time where you can call family members, keep in touch with people back home, and also chill and meet and socialize with the people already in the course. I have special dietary requirements. Can you cater for me? Absolutely. If you've got any dietary requirements, whether it's vegan, vegetarian, you require halal meat, etc., just let us know in advance and we can accommodate for that. So these are other international programs that we have on offer. This is our university guidance tour. This is where you get the chance to visit 9 top universities, and this is great for people that are looking to study at an British university. These are 1-week courses. This is a cheaper course as well, actually at £1,450. And this is on offer from people 16 to 17 and 18 to 24. And start dates are the 1st of July, the 8th of July, and the 15th of July for 1 week. Really, really great course, and it actually introduces you to the whole setup of how universities work in England, the application process, and which is called UCAS. It's the body that does the applications for universities here, and they'll walk you through that whole process and even help you with sort of personal statements, etc. The next program here is Stanford Pre-Collegiate, so it's a really exciting partnership for us. You have to be a UK or EU citizen or student to go on this program, but this will really give you a taste of what it's like to study at an American university, obviously one of the top universities in the world as well. Especially for technology, you'll be able to immerse yourself in that whole Silicon Valley environment. Here we have our India program. This is the 3rd year we're running it. It's a residential or non-residential course at Oak Ridge International School in Bengaluru. And these are fixed dates from the 15th of June to the 24th of June. And again, a variety of subjects on offer there. So do get in touch if you're keen to learn more or book your place. Here we have our London program, which I'll go into in more depth in the next slide. And this is our Wickham Abbey program. So this caters to our students that are aged 10 to 12 years old. They will study at Wickham Abbey School, which is a top boarding school here in the UK. And yeah, you can choose 1-week programs up to a number of weeks of your choice. You have the option to do Enterprise Explorers, Tech Explorers, Science Explorers, Story Explorers, or English Explorers. So it really gives a taste for young kids to get, a flavour of what it's like to study in the business world, in the technology world, in the science or creative writing world, or want to improve their English language skills as well. So it's really catered for young learners that want to have exposure to these areas. So moving on to the next slide. Here we have the overview of what it's of our London program. So again, a really exciting time for us to be launching this. It's an interactive problem-based learning program. You'll be able to develop knowledge for university internships and your future career. So it's really geared towards people that don't just want to sit in a classroom and do certain classes. They want to have a practical, hands-on experience, and you'll get to stay in modern university accommodation right in the heart of London. In fact, in the background, this is actually the halls of accommodation you'll be staying in. It's called Garden Hall. And these rooms are normally occupied by UCL King's Imperial College students during the term time. So it's a really fascinating environment, and you can meet some really interesting people. There will also be a social and cultural program integrated with this. You get to visit Buckingham Palace, Madame Tussauds, the Harry Potter shop, platform 9 3/4 in King's Cross. And actually King's Cross is right across the road from the accommodation here. So you'll learn from industry experts and top academics, and also solve real world challenges with a project-based learning vibe. So you get to study engineering, if you'd like to, technology, commercial law, molecular medicine, film and TV, business and finance, history and philosophical sciences, or social entrepreneurship. So again, project-based So for example, if it's business, you'll be having to solve some business conundrum and then come up and then work on it during a 2-week period and then do a presentation at the end in front of an expert. And he'll be able to give you amazing feedback on that. So it's a really fantastic exposure if you decide to do our London program. So that all just remains me to say, we really look forward to welcoming you hopefully in summer, this summer. Only a few months away now. So if you have already been accepted, please reserve your place on the program. You can simply do this by paying a deposit of £695 for the 2-week course, or £1,000 for the 4-week month-long course. I would say availability is limited now. Places are filling up incredibly fast now, moving into February, and already some popular courses have already been closed. If you do want to apply, then please drop us an application through this link here. You can copy and paste that into your browser, and it will take you straight to the application page. We'll get back to you within maximum 12 hours with regards to your application there, and hopefully we can see you on the program as well. So if you've got any further questions, if you'd like to book your place, if you'd like to inquire about any of the other programs, then please drop us an email at info@oxfordsummercourses.com, or just give us a ring on the number here, +44 for the England dialing code, drop the 0, 1865 818 304. So that just remains me to say thank you very much for listening. I hope it was really useful. And we really look forward to seeing you this summer.